So are you looking for a new summer fragrance? Because if you are, you're absolutely going to check out the brand new release, Man Chill by the House of Tous. Hey, what's going on guys? Hunter here and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, what I do is I make fragrance related content. So if you love fragrances, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And also be sure to follow my fragrance Instagram page. And I do want to let you guys know, if you want to support me, I just recently launched my brand new merch. So definitely go check that out. I'll leave that link in the description. So go buy some merch, support me, and just show the world that you love fragrances. But today, guys, we're going to be focused on the brand new 2022 launch by Tous, which, by the way, I believe is a Spanish jewelry brand. I've never heard of them before, and this is actually the first one that I have from their fragrances, even though they do actually have quite a few when I looked them up and stuff like that. But guys, I am so excited to be bringing you a brand new summer-focused fragrance, which in my opinion is done so well. But before we actually go over the fragrance, I do want to actually shout out the guys over at So Avant-Garde who actually provided me with this bottle for review. If you haven't heard about them, they actually are a distributor for many designer and niche brands. So definitely be sure to check them out. And I provided you guys with a 15% off discount code on anything on the entire website. Use code FragHunter15. So definitely go check them out and give them some love. So like I was saying, this fragrance is brand new. So it was just launched in 2022. As far as the retail prices go for this, you can pick up a 50 ml for $72, or you get the 100 ml bottle like I have in hand for $85. Now, that's at the retail price without my 15% off discount code. So you can provide 15% off of both of those prices and save some cash. So the perfumer that was actually behind Man Chill by Tous is actually Veronica Nyberg. Now, to be honest with you, I've never heard of this perfumer. I did try to look up the resume, but nothing really caught my eye that I've ever smelled by them either. But yeah, that is who the nose is behind this brand new release. So with all that information out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at this awesome packaging and presentation now. All right, so taking a look at this kind of unique box, especially with the colors, guys. It has like a gradient from blue to kind of like a yellowish green. I think it looks absolutely outstanding. It sort of has like a 90s kind of sport vibe bottle, and exactly that will resemble the same on the bottle itself. Now, on top, it does say chill, of course. On the bottom is where you'll find your barcode and batch code to authenticate your product and see when it was actually produced. Now, this is an eau de toilette concentration, as you see, a 100 ml bottle, and then nothing on the back. But guys, this box is actually very, very sturdy. And yeah, I think it just looks incredible. Let's take a look at the bottle now. So of course, you're gonna find a similar color scheme on the bottle itself. It has like a greenish, yellowish, turquoise kind of color, a little bit blue. Then you kind of have this green seal rubber thing going around the top where the cap is. And of course, you have Tous right there. On the bottom, you have your sticker with your badge code as well. Nothing on the back. And then when you pop the cap, which does click into place, you have like this kind of green neonish kind of color right there too. And then also nothing really on the atomizer, but you do have a green atomizer right there where it sprays out of. Now, I gotta say guys, I think this bottle looks incredible. Like I said, it kind of has an old school sporty kind of vibe to it. And trust me guys, this thing just stands out, and I love it just for the bottle itself as well. It just looks so good. In the top, you have lime, cardamom, and black pepper. In the middle, you have lavender, rosemary, and nutmeg. And in the base, you have patchouli, vetiver, dry wood, and amber. Now, looking at that, of course, you're gonna expect like a citrusy, maybe a minty, kind of spicy, lavender-focused fragrance. So let's go ahead and spray this and test out the atomizer on my test strip right here. Decent atomizer. It does spray a little bit narrow, but it's not bad at all. So guys, this is, like I said, a summer banger of a release for 2022. I was actually blown away by this and caught off guard because, like I said, I've never heard of this house, but man, am I glad I got my nose on this one. So in the opening of Man Chill, you are gonna find yourself one of the best live openings I've ever had the pleasure to get my nose on, guys. It just comes across so juicy, watery, and it just works wonders in the high heat like today. Actually, it's 100 degrees out, and this is just perfect for this kind of sunny weather. That lime does actually offer a very refreshing vibe to the opening of it. But alongside that, of course, you have the cardamom black pepper, which does give it a nice masculine kind of peppery vibe as well too, which in my opinion just works incredible. I'm always a sucker for a good peppery, spicy fragrance, and In this one, you definitely do have that, but you have it alongside that juicy, vibrant lime note. Now that very bright and uplifting top note doesn't actually last that long. It does start to disappear after maybe 30 minutes or so until you make your way into the middle notes. Now, I think the middle notes is where this fragrance shines the most. That's where you're gonna obviously have the lavender. You're also gonna have that rosemary and some nutmeg as well, which, by the way, the nutmeg is not a huge player. I don't really get much of it, but I definitely get the lavender and that rosemary. Now, the rosemary note is actually what's giving it that minty kind of coolness to the fragrance. Hence the name Man Chill. You're always gonna be expecting a chill fragrance that is has a cooling effect, especially when you spray it on your skin, guys. I'm telling you right now, when you spray this on, you go outside, it actually does leave a cooling kind of feel to your skin, which I absolutely love. The mint in here, well, it's actually not mint. I think it just comes from the rosemary, which can kind of come across a little bit minty, very, very green, very aromatic with the lavender as well. But I'm telling you guys, the composition of this stuff is just so good. I'm gonna be rocking this fragrance a ton in the summer months. But you are left with those middle notes for a couple hours. I would say maybe 4 hours or so. And then after that is actually when you get into the deep dry down of Man Chill. In that deep dry down that you make your way into is where you're gonna find a very green patchouli, which works very well next alongside the lavender and rosemary, but also you're gonna have kind of like a smoky, kind of dry vetiver in the base as well, which has a grassiness to it, and also very woody. I don't get much amber. I was looking for the amber when I wore this, but I wasn't really picking up on any like golden warm amber. There's not really a warmness to it. Like I said, it just has a chill, cool vibe to the fragrance. All in all, guys, I got to say I am very impressed all the way from the top, middle, and into the dry down of this fragrance. And actually, it is pretty complex. It's not linear at all. Like I said, it does change after maybe 30 minutes or so on your skin. Then you're left with the middle notes for around 4 hours until you make your way into the deep, dark dry down. Well, not dark, but a little bit earthy, kind of dry and grassy. 100% signature worthy, guys, especially for like the spring and summer. I can see this being a huge compliment magnet, guys. If you're just out by the pool, just kind of getting a chill kind of vibe. I just have a feeling that people will absolutely love this in the air as well. And I smell tons of fragrances every week, guys, and it's always a pleasure getting my nose on something that does not remind me of anything else, because fragrances are being launched left and right every single year. Like, it hasn't been like this back in the day, like years ago. They used to launch a fragrance, maybe like 10 fragrances a year, but now it's very saturated. So it's always it just puts a smile on my face when I can actually smell something very unique that I cannot actually remind myself of any other fragrance. And that's exactly what you get with Man Chill, guys. Phenomenal release by Tous, and I cannot wait to actually try other offerings from them as well. So for seasons that will best represent this fragrance is obviously 100% the spring and even mostly summer. Usually I don't say that, but this one just gives me a very summery vibe. So yeah, it wouldn't really work in like the fall and winter by any means. There's definitely better offerings for that kind of situation, even probably from the house of Tous themselves. But yeah, guys, definitely stick to the spring and summer with this one. And even at that price, guys, I gotta go back to that price. That price is not bad whatsoever for what you're getting, actually, especially for 100 ml for 85 bucks retail. And even with my discount code, you'll be paying, I think, what's 85 minus 15%?
It's 72.
You're paying around 72 bucks, which is actually the retail of the 50 ml. So you're pretty much getting 100 ml for the 50 ml pricing with my discount. I think that is absolutely worth it. You will not smell like anybody else, and you will stand out from the crowd with this one. So let's talk about gender and age. Of course, this does come across very masculine to me because of that peppery opening, the lavender aromatic kind of feel to it, alongside the greenness from the patchouli and the rosemary with the mintiness, and a vetiver and woody base. So yeah, definitely masculine. Now, as far as age groups that is best for this one, honestly, guys, I have to say this is very versatile. It doesn't come across like on the youthful side of things. It doesn't come across on the mature masculine side of things. It's right down the middle. If you're a teenager, you'll be able to pull this one off easily. And also, if you're like in your 20s, 30s and up, you can definitely pull this one off as well. It just works perfectly for pretty much everybody in the age range. Let's talk about occasions that's best for this, and performance as well. So occasions, guys, this actually comes across very casual. And obviously you get that kind of casual vibe just by looking at the bottle as well. And by the way, the way the bottle looks, the color gradient, is kind of how the smell comes across. Obviously you can't smell colors, but just looking at that, you think lime, you think bright, you think uplifting, citrusy, vibrant. And that's exactly how this one comes across to me. So definitely on the casual side of things, if you're just out running errands, if you're going out with friends, maybe if you work outside possibly or something like that, or if you're out by the pool, if you're on vacation, definitely a good vacation fragrance without a doubt. So yeah, it just doesn't really have that kind of sophisticated, classy, kind of formal vibe to it, which isn't what they're actually targeting either. So yeah, 100% on the casual side of things. So as far as performance now, guys, so I was honestly surprised. I wore this one, testing it through a 10-hour shift at work, and man, this thing actually pushed through a very, very long time. So as far as projection goes, I was getting like maybe 5 hours of actually pretty decent projection off of my skin. Obviously it is an EDT concentration, so EDTs from my testing usually project more than like EDPs or straight to parfums, because alcohol is actually what makes the fragrance project. But even guys, the longevity with this one was very nice as well. I got around 8 hours of longevity on my skin also. Now, if you obviously spray your clothes, you'll definitely get much longer longevity, probably in the 12+ hours. But on my skin, around 8 hours or so is what I got. But all in all, guys, I highly recommend checking this one out, especially for the summer, or if you live somewhere tropical or somewhere that's hot all the time, you're looking for a signature worthy scent, this is definitely the fragrance for you. I promise you guys, this is just too good. But that's gonna wrap up my review of the brand new Tous Man Chill. Let me know down below if you've ever heard of this house, if you're looking forward to trying this one, or if you have any favorites from them as well that I should check out. Leave that down below. But as always, guys, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch all you guys in the next upload. Take care, everybody.